Hello, welcome everybody. It's Joe of came just in time for more Batman Arkham Origins. In the last episode, we continued on our way through the Penguin's ship, the final offer, and hopefully we're going to be finding the Penguin now. It's about time that we do. Actually, we're going to get a cutscene right here.
Candy. You suggested little Alberto over here. Hey, baby. Tried to convince his father to take early retirement. He disagreed and called you a, let's see, psychotic little bastard.
For some of that seems...
No, please!
Oh! Is he going to do that to Gar? I think he's going to do.
Now you best listen, Falcone.
Oh, no, he's getting cattle prod, that's worse.
I'll ask.
Like, you gotta wonder if that's how they start cattle prods, or if that's just them testing it. It seems they do that everywhere. Like in everything, they always like clash against them to start. It seems like that's what starts it up.
I see your lips flapping, Bertie, but they ain't making the sound I want to hear.
Oh.
You idiot better kill him.
So yeah, we have a bunch of enemies to deal with. And first things first, as always, we're gonna try to take out the knife guy, or at least disable the knife guy as fast as possible. The frustrating thing about the Batman games I've noticed is that there's always a few enemies that don't. There's always a few enemies with knives. Like they're always pretty easy to deal with. And we finish him off, and we don't even get to use our explosive gel that I set up. Which, to be fair, I probably set up in the worst possible place anyway. And the game is slowing down to a crawl. Actually, not even to a crawl. I'm just on one picture right now. There we go. Okay. Took it a bit. Oh, my audio got all that. It seemed to stop as well, but I'm not sure if it stopped recording or if it was just a screen refresh error or something. And oh!
Black Mask, put a bounty on my head. Where is he?
I don't kick tabs on every geezer with a grudge.
I'm sorry, I couldn't have a Team Christian Bale right there. Where is she?
You're running out of time.
Kind of sounded a little bit like him, didn't he? Yeah, you can definitely tell this is not Kevin Conroy's voice, but the guy's trying a little bit. He's like trying to be a little bit of Christian Bale and Kevin Conroy. I guess a little bit of Joe Friday, which I'm aware that most of my audience probably doesn't know who Joe Friday is. And right there we have Deathstroke. There we go. Which will be getting into our first actual boss fight here. Against the assassin Deathstroke.
It appears the game is over before it even begins.
Oh no.
Playing games, Slade.
I really wish they could have gotten, what's his name? The original voice actor for Slade from Teen Titans. He also played Hellboy in the Hellboy movies. Ron Perlman, that's it. Wow. Why is that? I have so much trouble remembering his name. He's been in a few games recently. But anyway, so we got any villain to look at. I'm gonna look at this guy before we fight him. We got Deathstroke. Real name Slade Wilson, occupation mercenary, based in I don't know, he's mobile. Wilson is an accomplished member of the Special Forces. The distinction earned him admittance into the covert program where he was subject to extensive mental and physical augmentation. The procedure left him with increased mental function as well as enhanced speed, strength, and stamina. And much of the file is redacted, and appears that Slade was eventually discharged from the military, though the exact circumstances are not specified. He has since taken up work as a mercenary. His augmentations, coupled with his mastery of hand-to-hand combat, make him a formidable opponent. It's possibly one of the most dangerous foes Batman has ever or will ever face. I'm not gonna say that much about him, but yeah, he's definitely a dangerous foe. And an interesting thing about him, he's not actually a Batman villain. He's actually a Teen Titans villain, from what I've learned, from what I've seen.
This will be the fight of your life. Enjoy your final moments.
But yeah, the big thing about Slade is, like I said, he's a villain for the Teen Titans, which I think actually fairly recently he's been repurposed like just a standard mercenary. And this is basically how the fight's gonna go for a while. Basically just kind of keep attacking him. Your combo meter doesn't matter so much in this, though it would help. And it's right there. There are going to be certain points where you will have to hit the counter button quite a few times to successfully counter him. Right here we have our first hit. I have no clue what that popped up. Oh! Blind! Counter. Rapid click, right click for this part. And rapidly click left click for this part. And we knocked him down, quite a bit, and actually took his mask off. Also, I do like this representation of Slade, how the design works. Crap, I don't think there we go. So yeah, with the counter moves for Deathstroke, you really have to be careful about it, because if you counter too soon, it doesn't count. And you really don't have any other choice at that point. And right there I failed. Okay. There we go. There we go. And you're gonna see that right there, you're gonna see a lot, unfortunately. Come on. Just so you know, if you fail at any point in this combat, you will have to start the entire thing over again, I believe. There might be a halfway point. And, okay, I'm so dead at this point. But I remember having to redo the entire fight every time. And I'm dead. It is very easy to keep track of your health for this.
Know that you die with honor, which is more than can be said for most.
Actually, I think what would have been cool is if they got Ron Perlman to voice him whenever he's wearing a mask. When he has the mask off, he's whoever his voice actor is for this one. That was kind of cool. Like of course they even make it sound like Ron Perlman was talking through a mask. Ron Perlman might have been too expensive for them, or maybe they just didn't think of getting him. And wow, I'm seeing some poor textures on those posters. And the camera's a bit shaky because there we go. And I screwed up there. There we go. Gonna counter. Ah, crap.
I am stronger, faster, better.
Damn, I thought I was gonna. They usually give you some pretty good time for this one, the easier levels, so I should probably take my time with that instead of trying to react as fast as I can. And he's going to attack immediately. There we go. That second counter for that move you can avoid by attacking him sooner. Typically avoid, or you can just get. But I kind of find it a little better just to.
That was a mistake.
And right here we got the 1/10 of a fight done already. Again. And let's just beat him down. Beat him. Oh. Even though it didn't take much of his health down. That should have taken like a full bar, I think, just to like... Okay. Fortunately, you're penalized a lot less for moves in this. It's like your combo meter less in this than you are most other fights, because I think it's because of the boss fight, and it's like it's harder to predict his moves, and it's more important that you get the counters down than you do the combos. Because right there, you see right there, can easily screw you up. And I'm already very low health for what this fight should be at. Ooh! Okay, so he's gonna blind me. And counter, and smash. And ooh, break his staff, yes. And he's got a sword now, which makes it even more deadly. Ugh. So for some reason you can counter a sword, but you can't really counter anything else. And this is annoying. Crap, that's right. So actually we need a quick fire backclaw, don't we? There we go, and we hit him with that. And there we go. I'm starting to think maybe it's like left clicking during those sections would probably be a lot easier than only right clicking when you need to. Gotta try to simulate Batman's hits. So yeah, the fight is pretty much the same as it was before, just now he hits harder, and I think if you die, you start off at the point where you had the sword. Ah, right there, that's not good. Crap. So let's see, are we at the halfway point of this?
Which is more than can be said for most.
Actually, how far are we in this? Okay, oh, we got plenty of time. Okay. This is probably going to be the majority of the video here, is me taking on Deathstroke, but we got it.
Tell me where
Vigilantism, a waste of your talent.
I could have sworn like halfway, somewhere along the fight you get a halfway point in one fight or another.
Tenacious.
Okay, so I'm going to hopefully be able to get through this quickly. The best thing I can say about this is just take your time the best you can. And again, your score doesn't matter so much as you're nailing those counters down. Because once you start nailing those counters down, that's where things actually start mattering. Because the counters are what really really what hurts you. I mean, everything else is like nothing, because, I mean, you're dominating the fight for the most part anyway. We're done with the first phase of this fight. Yeah. Okay, so this one I want to make sure I counter this. And it's going to pull back. And counter, and it directly goes towards Slade. And what I can suggest you do with this, you can also try to grapple him during combat, see if that works for you. But really, grappling is kind of a pointless thing to do in this fight. Unless he got distance on you. It's really the only thing you can really expect off of the... Yeah, the only real thing you can kind of take advantage of, I guess. Oh! Ooh! Hit the wrong button there for a second. If I not hit the wrong button in this case, I can always try to hit the right button again. Damn. I think I got this one down packed. There we go. Okay. And he's gonna blind us. I'm blind! Randomly block. Hope he doesn't hit me in the face. Don't hit the face, not the face, not the face! I'm too pretty to be hit in the face. Oh! Okay, so we've got him halfway down. We're almost through the hard part of the fight. I got the staff down, so the sword is going to be a bit more. I'm not sure why everything is like this weird kind of underwater blurriness to it. Honestly, I never noticed it the first time I played the game. Whoa, okay, we got this to worry about. Oh, I think it's supposed to be free flow focus. That's what it is. And hit down. There we go. So your goal for whenever he gets the distance on you is basically just attack. Get as close to him as you can, and use the grapple to grapple him and yourself closer. Basically, keep that distance away from him. Because again, he's a mercenary. One of his specialties are guns. So he's a pretty good sharp shot, especially with that scope of that sight of his, that red dot sight, whatever you want to call it. It's not infrared. Infrared is something completely different. I will say, at the very least, this is very well done visuals, at least. We knocked him out. This might finish him off. So, and punch, and pause, punch. And I forget what this one is. Okay, this is nothing. Okay. We're pretty much done with this fight at this point. Actually, yeah, we're all done with this fight. We don't actually finish him off completely.
It's over, Slade. What are you?
He's able to toss a sword into a wall of steel and embed about, what did it look like? About an inch and a half of blade in there? Holy crap! That is some strong, inhuman strength there. So we just defeated Deathstroke, and we got his weapon. Which we actually saw the remote claw in action in an earlier video when I did the one of the Deathstroke challenge missions. This is a pretty interesting weapon, though, because lets you attach to 2 points or 2 enemies, and basically manipulate the battlefield a little more, a little differently than like the.
I can use Deathstroke's device to get up to the balcony.
Yep, looking for stuff that looks like that. Basically, something, yeah. I believe it's 4, 8. Okay. Right there, you see that green line. If we middle click,
I can use the new tool I took from Deathstroke to
you can actually pinpoint where exactly we want to go, and then we can fire, and it will pull this like that. Or it can't do that because there's something that interferes. See anything else here? There we go. It will pull them both close, and they blow up. You can kind of see if this gets some use out of it. Or if we don't middle click, you can just do, like, say, that, and it automatically brings them close.
This new tool I got from Deathstroke can help me get out of here.
There we go. In order. That's not gonna let. Is that be? No, they don't have to be in view. But anyway, we're gonna go and level up. Let's see, what do we have as far as new? Oh, that, okay. What do we have in here for invisible predators? Rope takedown, which could actually be useful, so we'll go ahead and get that. Heavy reel ammo. And then I think this adds more ammo to the heavy reel. So heavy reel basically lets you just bring up enemies and basically get rid of them, and then there you go. And we can go and use that to climb up. So this is like the line tool, line gun, whatever it's called, line launcher. Except it's a lot more. It's a lot easier to use.
You will have more luck getting into a nut's skivvies than getting into this room. Go on then, beat it a bit harder. Really make me feel it. Well, as you can see, I got the answer. Have a Merry Christmas and piss off.
There's no way I can get to Penguin now. My only option is to head for Lacey Towers and investigate the murder he mentioned. Alfred.
So I think we just head straight down one.
Any information on the murder at Lacey Towers?
Looks like the police are on the scene now, Sir Dode. And this is interesting. They're saying Black Mask is the victim.
Black
Uh-huh.
Mask dead. I'm on my way there now.
Oh, real quick, I think I'm gonna go. We're gonna at least get out of the boat before we end the episode off. So yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I want to say.
I should use the device I took from Deathstroke.
I'm glad they do that. I'm glad they're limited to how often they say that, because that would get annoying fast. Right there, that's its space to do this.
Alfred, get GCPD to take a look at the final offer. More to Dixon Docks. They'll find Slade Wilson tied up and waiting for them, along with some of Penguin's illegally obtained weapons.
Another anonymous tip? Will do, sir.
The character profile did. Oh yeah, because he got captured. So whenever you defeat an assassin for good, you see the captured mark on them. That's about it. I think you might see that for any character actually. If there's someone that can be kidnapped, defeated.
Your cries for help have been heard. I am Anarchy, voice of the people, here to save you from the plague of corruption that now infests this once proud city. Those hired and elected to keep us free and safe won't lift a finger. And why would they? They've been bought and paid for, encouraged to turn a blind eye.
Am I going that way? Yeah, I'm going that way. Okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't getting turned around.
Dawn's first light. The sources of Gotham's ruin will be destroyed. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming of propaganda and consumerist garbage.
As if there isn't enough going on tonight.
Yeah. So Anarchy is a side mission we can do. I'm not gonna do it right now. It's just kind of.
I should read Lacey
from right now it is,
Cops
but
destroy all.
we'll go at least look at Anarchy's profile. So, Anarchy's unknown, real name is unknown, he's a political activist, a extreme political activist. And Anarchy wants to purge Gotham of corruption, but his method involves wanton destruction. His idealism is matched with the self-importance that makes reasoning with him nearly impossible. He needs to be dealt with physically and imprisoned to keep the city safe, should he be approached with caution. One thing I want to say about this is a little off subject here. I could probably look up what wonton is. So I'm pretty sure, isn't that like something in a Chinese menu, you can get like wontons or something like that? And is it the same as this? I'm wondering if that had like the same general definition or the same kind of link to it, because I always thought it was once and, just a once on, or something like that. Like, but it's apparently wonton. Then it's like, I don't know. But anyway, we got 2 assassins dealt with and a handful more to go. So I gotta find Black Mask and deal with him. Which he's down here? No, here. In the Coventry. So in the next episode, we'll be heading into the Coventry. We'll be dealing with the crime at Lacey Towers and figure out whether or not Black Mask actually is dead. But until then, I'll see you guys later.